The Scratch 4.0 leaks are insane. First, we're going to be looking at the AI blocks, and here I am in Scratch Lab. You can see here, it says AI blocks. So it says make your own chatbots, talking game characters, and more. And this is something people have been experimenting with since the beginning of Scratch, like they've been creating their own chatbots. If you click on try it out, we can see we have a new category of code here. It says AI blocks. And we can't test them out because the blocks don't work anymore. But here are the 3 blocks. So ask AI who you are and wait. And it's kind of like ask what's your name and wait. So this is the input of the player and this is the input of the AI. And then next we have AI response. And again, this is just like what we have here. So the answer. So it's like these parallel each other. And finally we have a new block called set system prompt. So as you can see, this one says you are my own cat. That kind of reminds me of what Scratch Cat does in April Fool's Day. So basically what this does, it assigns a behavior to the AI. So that's pretty cool. If you want to make like a pirate character, you can say like you are a 18th century pirate, and that should work. So that's pretty cool. But the AI madness doesn't stop there, because look at what I found here. So it says they're going to bring a creative learning assistant. And if we zoom in here in figure 1, you can see you asked the bot for some sprites and it found them from different projects. So that could be useful. And then in figure 4, it looks like they asked for some feedback on the project and the chatbot just gives it to them. Here you can see you can just ask it like help me make my project more fun, and it does stuff. So it can also help you with the code. Try these movement scripts and some inspiration. And here is the main thing. So it says start a new conversation. The chat is empty, and it can help with coming up with a project idea, finding a project to remix, and picking a sprite. And you can choose from imagine, create, play, share, and reflect. That's kind of like the Scratch model. I'm not sure how good this will be, like if it gives out actual good code or if it's trained on user projects. That would be pretty cool, but if it's just basic, it could just be helpful for beginners. And the next thing is block help. So this is something else for beginners, and it just explains all the blocks and how to use them. So on to the next leak, we have speech to text. So we always had text to speech like this, but now we can have speech to text, and this could be really cool with the AI feature. You could be like talking to the AI. So let's see if it works. When I hear let's go, move 10 steps. So here when I say let's go, it's not going to start moving yet because we need another block. So when clicked, you're going to speech to text, and we're going to say listen and wait. So now click again, and you can see this red icon popping up here. And now if I say let's go, as you can see, it moved. So that's pretty cool. You could make like a speech controlled game where you don't have to use your keyboard at all. And there's just so many possibilities with this block. Next is a leak that they actually deleted, but I found it on the Internet Archive. So we have the code, the costumes, the sounds. That's pretty normal. But now we have a song maker, just like other game engines. So we can choose what scale we have it, octaves, key, everything. And we just make some music right here. And then we can add an instrument track, and this is actually with AI again. So you can choose what AI, and then you can choose what kind of track you want to generate. And this works for the instrument, the drums, the synth drum. And here you can even generate the whole music or edit the music, so that's pretty cool, I guess. And we can choose from this wide array of instruments, and we can even add new music from the library. So all of these are new, and we have all of these categories, and that's really cool. So for example, if I add adventure bass, we have something else here. And let's play. Next, there's something else I want to address about this too. If I go into the code, there's something new here too. So we have a music tab, and this isn't here by default. So I think the song maker and the music tab are going to be interconnected in some way. So for example, if I set the tempo to a different thing, or I rest for this amount of beats, it's going to affect the song. So you can change the song through the code, and that's going to be really cool for things like rhythm games. So I'm really excited to see the new features. And let me know down below what your favorite feature was, and if you want to see more Scratch updates, then click on this video.